All right, fam. It's been a wonderful read, and I am here to tell you about this book. This is The Inner Game of Tennis. I have been taking tennis very seriously for the last year and a half. I got home to Sacramento, started a new life, started a new journey, new friend groups, just new chapter, new career. I became a massage therapist and personal trainer. And I needed some outlet. I needed something athletic. I needed something that was going to test my body and my mind. I went through a difficult breakup. I needed something to mentally help me through that and the struggles that come from shedding a relationship and shedding the things that you thought were going to be with somebody. So it became an evolving journey of diving into tennis, upping my level, testing myself against better competition, winning a lot, getting better, testing myself against better competition, then losing a lot. I went on an 8-match losing skid, and this isn't just like recreation. I mean, it is recreational, but it's still like in a league where I have teammates that are counting on me. I want to win these games. So when I went on an 8-match losing streak, that's like almost 2 months of, maybe not 2 months, let's say like a month and a half of just like constant losing. And I was starting to lose my mind because I thought I was good at this. I thought I was good at tennis. And I started to feel a lot of anger. I started to feel a lot of rage. I started to kind of drop into this very critical version of myself that was almost punishing myself for losing and feeling worthlessness and feeling, why am I doing this? Why am I playing tennis? Like, I suck, like just all these things were like very limiting beliefs from losing. And almost to the point, like I literally said the words, I think I need to quit this. I think I'm done with tennis. And one of my good friends, Nick, who I played with, who bageled me, by the way, who 6-0'd me, gave me a nice humble pie that I didn't want or ask for, said, brother, you need to just relax. Like, you play really well when you're just relaxed and you're calm and you're practicing and you're rallying and you're not like in the game and you're trying to win. Like, you just need to let it go. And I was like, okay, well, I'm on a damn near 10-match losing streak, and I know you're just 6-0ing people, and it feels great, but like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Hence this book. And he said, you need to go buy this book, The Inner Game of Tennis, by W. Timothy Galloway. And here we are. Now, I've just gotten through this book. I don't know how long it took me. Maybe it took me much longer than I used to read books, but I have taken away so many valuable lessons in this. Not just about tennis, but I love self-help, and there's so many bridges of self-help to the inner game of tennis and the inner game of sports and the inner game of athletics and mindset. And this book does it all. Can't recommend it enough. You need to go read it. One of the most powerful lessons is at the end of the book that I took away today, and it's fresh in my mind, so I'm gonna go there. He gets in an accident, he spins off the road and hits a snowbank in the middle of nowhere. 20-minute drive from anybody, any towns, any nearest gas stations, anything. Which means if you're driving at speed limit, you're probably now 20 to 30, 40 miles from civilization or help. Now it's negative 20 degrees. He's in freezing conditions. His car has died. No heat. He's come to the realization that he is going to die if he stays in his car. He's got a light sports coat with him. It's negative 20 and he's going to freeze to death. So he quite literally has to make the decision to enter the unknown and try to find help or civilization out in the negative 20 snowy landscape. He's terrified, he's panicked. His ego self has fully taken over. He is fully aware of his probability of death. Panic, anxiety. He starts going through running spurts of running and then feeling exhausted and walking and running and feeling exhausted and just at the point of tears of just like, I'm going to die out here. I'm exhausted. I can't keep this up. I can't do this for 30 miles in negative 20. And he has those moments of panic. Now something switches for him. He accepts his fate. He says, I know the reality of this situation. Panic is not going to help me through this. So I'm going to surrender. I'm going to accept what will happen, whether it be death or whether it be that I find help. I'm accepting that I am here in this situation and I can't change it. So he starts jogging. Now that he has surrendered to the reality of death, he's relaxed, he's calm. He takes 10 steps in one direction and stops. Something internally says, stop, turn around, you're going the wrong way. After those 10 steps, turns around, starts sprinting in the other direction. He doesn't know why, but something internally now is telling him to go that way. He runs for about 45 minutes straight. Now, before I was telling you he was doing runs and walks and just completely exhausted. He had no stamina, maybe like a minute of running and exhaustion. He runs 45 minutes straight, gets a runner's high, has full clarity, full purity of thought, and he makes it to a cabin with a light. He has just saved his life. Now, why is this story so phenomenal and important to this book? Your ego is constantly sabotaging you. It is constantly running the show. It is constantly criticizing. It's constantly putting you in the mind of, maybe I should do that. Heady thoughts. Oh, I don't know, maybe, questioning. That's the ego-driven mind. You have a completely different mind to yourself. It is connected to your spirit. It's connected to your subconscious. It knows. There's a deep knowing from this part of your let's say, part of your being. It is your spirit. It is your soul. It is the all-knowing. It is the connection to the universe. It is God. Now, how do you get to that state and not let your ego brain take over? Your ego is your conditioning. Your ego is your environment. Your ego is how you were brought up. Parenting, teachers, girlfriends, boyfriends, husbands, wives, family. That's all shaped your ego. You are much beyond that. You are much deeper than that. And that is what we talk about as souls. Now, we all feel this. We've all had moments of tapping into this. But this is where the flow state lies. You know what to do. So now, relating this back to tennis, you know how to hit the backhand. You've taken lessons, you've practiced, and in your practice, you hit phenomenally. Your coaches say your forehand's looking the best it's ever looked. Your serve is going in. You know how to hit. What you don't know is how to get out of the way of your ego and make way for your soul's journey of knowing, of instinct, of natural ability. Some of my best tennis in the last year and a half is when I was of no mind. I wasn't thinking of my next shot. I wasn't preparing, I'm gonna slice this to this guy. I'm gonna like do this like drop shot thing, or I'm gonna hit to this corner when he hits here. No. I was quite literally in the moment, reacting to the moment at all times. And in that came magic. I'm not saying this to boost my ego, but the genius of moments where when I say genius, I mean, I wasn't expecting that shot to even come out of me, but it did. And it wasn't from thought. It was from knowing and being available to how everything was working in that moment. It was specific to the moment. So as you get better in any sport, the level of competition rises, the stakes rise, money becomes involved, higher rankings come involved. Your need and want to climb those rankings, to soar to whatever highest ability or number one, or to get the sponsorship, or to all of that is ego. And none of it actually matters, because you can get all of that and still be completely lost. Go talk to Andre Agassi. He just did a video about this. He reached the top. He reached number one. And guess what? He felt more alone and empty than ever before at the top. The ego said, you're going to feel fulfilled at number one in the world at tennis. And he wasn't. In fact, he became so miserable, he dropped to I think ranking 150th after being number one, because he went on such a mental skid of pressure to himself. He lost the soul. He lost why he got into it in the first place. He lost the love of the sport. He lost the natural ability to know. He wanted to think through everything. He wanted to, I have to do this. And you'll destroy yourself. This isn't just about tennis. This is about the balance of ego and soul. So with that, I'm going to conclude my review on this book. I could probably go on for another 15, 25 minutes on life lessons of this. I've already posted clips of this on my channels, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, so you guys can go find those. Comment below what you think. Have you read this book? Have you read one of his other ones? He has Inner Game of Golf, Inner Game of Workplace, Inner Game of Fitness or something. He has all the inner games. When he concluded this is a 50-year-old copy of the book, 50th anniversary. Said he's 85 now in this. I don't know when this was published, so let's see, published date 2008. Yeah, so I actually don't even know if he's alive anymore, but bless his soul, he left us with the real inner wisdoms and the inner game of life, really. So thank you guys so much. Subscribe, like, and we'll see you on the next one.